We're back, and today, boy oh boy, are you, ladies and gentlemen, in for a special treat today. It's a fine Tuesday. You know, the week, almost halfway over, you can tell yourself, because we got the holiday, July 4th. Of course, if you're in America, I know we got a couple Canadian boys out there. Where are you from? Anybody international? Kind of interesting. But today, it's a great day to be alive, because guess what? Every Tuesday, we have the best roster of investments, blah, blah, blah. Recently, I feel like they've been stale, man. Like, prices have been high, blah, blah, blah. Not great. Today, I'm happy to announce the investments today are insane. They're OP, they're goated, monumental, they're to die for, blah, 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 insert adjective. We're looking good. Now, as always, we've started a second channel for fantasy football. I'm better at fantasy football than I am at this. Look up True Fantasy Review on YouTube and make sure you smash the subscribe button. Here we go. Name number one, we're in Diamond. We're in Diamond, and it's a guy that nobody's buying. Listen. A lot of buys this video. You don't want to miss out. Cal Raleigh. You started off by saying his name wrong. You get his name right, of course. You get the nickname right too. Big Dumper is the nickname. He's quick sell. Now, for those of you that don't know, Cal Raleigh is leading MVP voting, or at least he is in my eyes. He has 32 home runs, 21 home runs versus right, 11 home runs versus left. His power numbers will go up even higher, if you can believe it. His batting average versus left, this is where it gets good, is 315. That's going to go up. His contact left. Batting average versus right is 258. He'll probably maintain. And his clutch is not great in real life, so that'll maintain too. But listen, in the real world where I live, not San Diego Studios Fairyland, you know, they're over here tampering, blah, blah, blah. Cal Raleigh deserves to be a 96 overall live series card. He's playing out of his mind. Now, I get that, listen, they already juiced up all his stats. He doesn't have much room to improve. He's going at least 91 overall in the next update. Now, when he goes 91 overall, his quick sale value will then be 10,000 stubs. So that's only a 30% ROI from where it currently sits. Now we consult the recent market trends. Look at that. He hit a couple home runs a couple days ago, and his price went to 15,000 stubs for about the entire night. So this is the kind of philosophy here. You can only make stubs on Cal Raleigh. I like him a lot at quick sell. At one point, I had 1 million stubs in him a week ago. And I still have some invested in him right now. Why do I not have 1 million stubs invested in him? Because the rest of these guys in this video are more than 30%, and I'm just as confident. So we're in for a banger. Name number two is Cody Bellinger. Now, this is not one of those OP buys. Oh my God, I'm so excited. But Cody Bellinger is... I like to call this basically quick sell. Like 1650 is usually my max, you know, depending on the person. But Cody Bellinger has been decent as of late. He's batting 270. So heading in, like from the last update, his batting average is up like 15 points, I would say. His home runs versus left, 3 home runs versus left, 8 home runs versus right on the season. Versus left, he's batting 367, but obviously already has the insane contact. He's basically just hot in terms of contact. You know, he's got a 370 batting average in the last 7 days, 300 in the last 15 days. He's trending up, but we're running out of time. Like, you have 1 week left. And for Cody Bellinger, for me to say, all right, he's going diamond, I have to see 3 home runs over the next 7 days. It's far-fetched. I actually went ahead and I teared up from Cody Bellinger. I'd consider tearing up too. Now, I didn't even want to talk about Drew Rasmussen in this video, but let me just say, I'm recording this on Monday night, as I always do. And as I speak, let's go ahead, check the box score, The Athletics have Drew Rasmussen on a leash right now. The A's are playing Drew Rasmussen from the Rays, and they're winning 4-0, and Rasmussen looks like a pile of dogs. I'm probably going to go ahead and sell all 333 of these. I'm going to tear up, and I got a lot of guys that I can tear up into. Seiya Suzuki, I also wasn't going to mention him. Like, we're going to buy, hold, sell on Friday, but Seiya Suzuki, he's more of a hold for me. You know, if he goes below 1,900, maybe you buy some, but he's more of a hold. Name number two is Alejandro Kirk. Alejandro Kirk, take a look. Now, you might have missed the buy opportunity on Kirk. Never mind, 1,500. So Alejandro Kirk sits at 1,500 stubs. I bought all 900 for around 1,350, I want to say. Now, Alejandro Kirk is batting 400 in the last 15 days. He has a 315 batting average, 6 home runs versus right, 1 home run versus left. Now, 2 of these home runs have come in this update period. I think he's 1 home run away from going diamond. He could also just earn diamond straight up because of his batting average. 333 versus left, 308 versus right, and in the clutch, batting 343. So Alejandro Kirk looks pretty good, man. I think he's going right now. I'd say he's like probably plus 1.5. So I do want to see a little bit, of oomph to go above and beyond from 84 to 85. But Alejandro Kirk looks pretty good right now. I like him as a buy, even at 1,500. Michael Garcia is the next name. Now he's 1,400 Stubs. Now the reason he is cheaper, right? Like if we look at his marketplace trend, I bet he's down. He's down, but you buy the dip. Now, Michael Garcia is also somebody that is hot in terms of batting average. He's basically maintaining his contact, even playing a little bit better. The reason he's cheap is because of his power. Garcia has 5 home runs versus right and 3 versus left, and he's batting 333 versus lefties. I think that could go up, and 308 versus right. His clutch, it'll probably just maintain. So how does he get upgraded? His home run numbers. 5 home runs versus right. You might even get a slight power boost there, and 3 home runs versus left. You might get a power boost there. I think he's close to earning diamond. The reason he's cheap is because he hasn't homered in the last 15 days. Gets, a lucky home run or two, and we'll see him diamond. He can double your Stubs. Sonny Gray, bit of an update. We haven't projected. Again, if you are not a Dime member, you are missing out. You will miss out on things. That's the Silver Gold Exchange sheet. Miss out on this. Now, we have like 40 names on there right now. We'll talk about some of them in this video if we get to some pictures, but Sonny Gray is currently even. Obviously, he had the dominant outing. 89 pitch, complete game shutout, blah, blah, blah. Congrats, buddy. He's pretty much just even. So it's, next update, we'll be buying him. Brice Turang has to be mentioned. Why? He's been hitting some home runs. He now has 4 home runs versus righties and 1 home run versus lefties. His clutch is 375 batting average, which should maintain. 297 versus lefties, 285 versus righties. Honestly, I think we could see a contact versus left boost. I mean, look at him. Common hitting badge. Ain't too shabby. 448 batting average in the last 7 days. 400 in the last 15 days. And one of those days he hit a home run. So Brice Turang is trending up, but the reason he's still basically a quick sell, nobody with a brain thinks he's going diamond. Like this guy has to realistically, this guy doesn't hit home runs, right? Like he only has 5, and I don't even know how. I just don't like. Nobody's confident in Brice Turang coming out and hitting 2 or 3 home runs over the next 7 days. I'd be shocked. But stranger things have happened, and any content creators on TikTok mention him as like, he's going diamond, then his price could probably go to 2,000 easily. We already talked about Kirk. Now we talk about Nico Hoerner. Brother, where is he at? I think we're gonna have to go by name, man. Like, a lot of these guys, I have memorized their stats. I have their stats memorized, where they are on the pages. Then you get some random bums like Brice Turang and Nico Hoerner, and they ruin everything. Nico Hoerner, he has 3 home runs on the season. 2 versus right and 1 versus left. This is pretty much the same story as Brice Turang. Nobody believes in this guy to come out and hit for some power. Now, he has hit for power. This update, all 3 of those home runs have come. Again, 2 versus left and 1 versus right. Now, I don't know just how high his power numbers will go from just 3 home runs. It's a small sample size. There's a chance they make this individual diamond. There is a chance, far-fetched, maybe. But I've seen stranger things. Looking at his card art, I'm not excited, but I'd probably rather have Nico Hoerner than Brice Turang right now. Still not they're probably just B-tier investments. So, we'll talk about guys that I have more faith in as we go. Eugenio Suarez, and this is one that I have more faith in. Now, 1,600 is a bit pricey. I've seen him lower in recent times. If he gets to like 1,500, I think it's a bit better. Again, if you remember, you've already been buying on him way lower than this. 25 home runs, 19 versus right, 6 versus left, 324 in the clutch. I think that number can go up from 75. 179 batting average versus left, he's trash. 279 versus right. So the contact right goes up maybe a little. Contact left comes down a little. But the power numbers, you got to respect the 19 home runs versus right. I think the power versus right could even go up a little bit as well. And he has been hitting pretty well as of late. So I think Eugenio Suarez is close to being a diamond lock. But I'd say right now he's probably like 50-50. Edwin Diaz is the next name we have. Edwin Diaz projected. The trumpet man. Now, he's not getting many outings just because of the fact that he's on the Mets, but he is plus 0.9. Now, plus 0.9, he's not even like a lock for plus 1, but he is looking like a plus 1. I like him as a buy at quick sell. 1 week for the Mets to stop getting swept by the Pirates, and for the Mets to start actually using their closer, because he needs innings, he needs opportunities, and he has to be perfect to actually earn diamond, which is why I like him. But we're gonna, again, there's still gonna be very good names coming up here soon. I'm considering tearing up, but I'm not going to. But just I know he's probably gonna go plus 1, not plus 2, and the ROI is not great. Framber Valdez, just wanted to mention Framber. I believe we have him projected negative still, so nothing crazy there. Now we get to the good names. And usually, when the good names are 81s and 80s, the bank is open. If you've been watching till now, congrats. Spencer Schwellenbach. I've been saying this guy's name over and over and over, and he rewards you with a 13-plus strikeout game performance. We have him projected, of course, on the pitcher projection spreadsheet. He is plus 2.0, meaning he's going 83 overall as of right now. At this current price, it's only 50%. He technically could still earn his way up to 84. That is in the realm of possibilities. Again, stats will stop counting on the Wednesday before the update. So I really like Spencer Schwellenbach. Now, this price, he's probably more of a hold in my eyes. I'd be looking to buy him if he gets a bit of a dip. But Schwellenbach around 850, now we're talking. He is somebody that has a bit of a buffer for the next update. Next name is Sal Frelick, and this is somebody that's buyable as of right now. Now, assuming my community hasn't been buying him up, and there it is. He is true quick sell. Now, Sal Frelick is hot in terms of contact. He's batting 330 versus left and 286 versus right. We're not going to see any deductions there. We could even see the contact left go up. And the reason I like him is because he has just hit a home run this update period. The floodgates have finally opened. This guy hasn't hit home runs. Like, this guy, he had 4 home runs the entire last update period when I was investing in him. He finally comes out, he hits 1 home run. So now he has 5 home runs versus right. Like, does that move the needle? No. But people in my Discord, guys that I trust, say Sal Frelick looks plus 2 as of right now. Now, me personally looking at his stats, I'm also going to say he looks probably like plus 1. Now, the reason I'm, not saying anything crazier, and the reason I'm getting to plus 1, like looking at his like 5 home runs versus right, I don't know if that's enough to move the needle right there. It could. I think he's not trending down in anything, especially his clutch. That's why I like him to go up. 65 clutch in game and a 324 batting average in the clutch in real life. So Sal Frelick at quick sell, definitely somebody worth putting some coins in. Next up, another guy investing in right now. Ceddanne, yeah, I said it right, Rafaela. Worst stats you'll ever see. And good real-life stats. 3 home runs this update period. 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. 6 home runs versus right. Bam, crank it up. 3 home runs versus left. Pretty dang good. 9 home runs on the year. 253 batting average. 241 versus left. It's honestly not that bad. And 258 versus right. I'll probably maintain. And in the clutch, batting 257. The power boost is coming. Ceddanne Rafaela looks plus 2. Love him as a buy at this price. Spencer Strider. The Phillies decided to take it easy on him. They only put up 2, yet they still hand him the loss, because of course they do. But the Strider is projected on our spreadsheet. Let me go ahead and find him. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Plus 1.7 as of June 27th. Now, let me go ahead and see. When did the Phillies decide to obliterate him? Yesterday. Okay. So this is where things get a little finicky, right? So he was last projected as plus 1.7 heading into the Phillies matchup. Phillies, 7 innings pitched, 3 walks, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts. It honestly probably bumps the projection down a little bit. I'd still say Spencer Strider looks plus 1 based on my fine-tuned radar and skills. So I like Strider a lot as a buy at this price. I think as of right now, it'd be 50% profit, and there's a chance he pitches his way even higher. This is, again, we're talking about the good buys right now, ladies and gentlemen. And the best buy of all, the guy that I said buy at the beginning of this update period, I called my shot, and my shot was correct. Otto Lopez. Now, when I told you to invest in him, the update, roster update 3 just hit. I was like, yo, invest in this guy. He was batting 233. 233. Pretty ass. Now he's batting 260. 260 batting average. 433 in the last 7 games, 344 in the last 15 games, 2 home runs in the last 7 games. Yes, please. Otto Lopez has delivered 6 home runs versus right, 2 home runs versus left, 373 in the clutch, common hitting, 280 batting average versus right. He's cranking up, 221 versus left. Otto Lopez is going at least plus 2 as of right now in my books. Again, all of these guys are great investments, man. Nick Pivetta. Now, as a Phillies fan, I hate this guy. It's hard for me to say, listen, talent concern, for sure. But he is projected plus 1.63 as of June 27th. Now, let's go ahead and see if he had a bad outing. No. So, yeah, plus 1.6 as of right now for Nick Pivetta. The opportunity's there. he could potentially earn himself a +2, and he's basically sitting at quick sell. So this is another guy I would consider buying up if I was you. And guess what? Such a banger of a video that we actually go to the silver realm for once in a while. Junior Caminero. Yes, I have bought a silver. I have 800 of them. Actually, I bought him at 400. I'm not going to lie. I overpaid. I was fine with it. He's got silver hitting in game. In real life, he's batting 260 with 16 home runs versus right, 4 home runs versus left, 295 in the clutch, 274 versus right, and 220 versus left. I'm not sure what they do to make him a gold, but I know he's playing like a gold in real life. So this is kind of one of those worrisome investments. Like, you ask me, all right, what overall does he deserve to be right now? I'd be like 81. Looking at his stats in game, I don't know how they're going to get him there, so it's risky for sure, but I like him. Lawrence Butler, batting 248, 11 home runs. This guy, honestly, I don't really care about this stuff. Like, if he's getting upgraded, look at his trend. His trend is very clear. He goes down in price and he goes up in price when he does anything. So I don't care about, blah, blah, blah. He will be at 500 stubs again at some time, at some point. So buying it at 292 seems like a smart thing to do for sure. Yandy Diaz will end the video. Another guy, a silver that I'm buying. Weird. Again, I bought him for like 400. 291 batting average. 9 home runs versus righties. 9 home runs versus right. Crank it up. 4 versus left. 308 batting average versus right. 244 versus left. 256 in the clutch. Yandy Diaz. I mean, this is kind of like Caminero, but I actually see how he's going to go +2. And I think Yandy Diaz, as of right now, is sitting at +2. So things are looking quite good. And we just have official word from the Discord. It is time to sell Drew Rasmussen. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I can't wait to invest in these guys again. A banger of a video. Tons of investments out there. And I got 600K to throw into some of those guys myself. Smash like and subscribe button. Go sub to True Fantasy Review. Thanks for watching, boys. Let's make some stubs.